Hi everyone. I have to apologize for being out today. My son took a big topple on a swing in our neighbor's backyard and has to have emergency gum surgery tonight on his mouth. So I am going to be out today. Sorry, tonight meaning last night as you're watching this. So he's okay, but I just have to be a mom at this point. So at this point, I would like for you to open up your workbook to page 22, please. On page 22, we're going to be working on lesson 3, and I apologize, I'm going to be getting random text throughout here that's going to be about the surgery. So I'll do the best that I can to ignore that. But lesson 3, that is the do now we're going to be doing. So here it is. Estimate the time it would take for you to complete each activity. So you're just going to make an estimate. Remember, an estimate is a guess. So estimate how long you think it would take you to walk a mile, go from home to school, take out the trash, bike to the theater, jog to the park, and send a text message. Go ahead and figure out what you would estimate. I'll give you about a minute to do so. And go ahead. We'll talk when the timer goes off. All right. So to walk a mile, it takes about, I would say, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Go home from school, it depends on where you live. For me, it takes me 12 minutes on the highway, but a lot of you ride the bus in Eden Prairie. So some of you actually who live in Eden Prairie, it might take you even longer. Some of you come from Minneapolis, some of you come from other cities. So this question can vary. Taking out the trash probably doesn't take you that long. I know at my house, it probably takes me about 3 minutes or so to get outside, take out the trash, and come back inside. Bike to the theater. For me, I do not have a theater that's close by, so it'd probably take me about, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours, I guess, because the closest theater actually to me is the one in Eden Prairie, and I live in Chaska, so it would take a while. Well, not 3 to 4 hours, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. To jog to the park, I have a park that's close by my house, so it takes me about 5 minutes maybe or so. And sending a text message, you guys all know you're super fast at texting, so probably 15 to 20 seconds. All right, so here we are. Can I have you now turn to page 20? Sorry, my dad's text message needs to get out here. Page 28. Once again, we're going to be starting in the center, and then we'll be finishing up in the third column. So in the center, we have the truck travels blank meters in 5 seconds. Now, we also have this chart here that is not filled in. Let's go ahead and fill in the chart. At 1 second, what is our distance? Let's slow down for a second and read the chart. We have seconds down here on the graph on the x-axis. We have distance here on the y-axis. Our x-axis is counting by ones, and our y-axis is counting by fives. That's very important to notice. So when our seconds is 1, what is our distance? Hopefully what you're doing is you're following this up to the point and over to the 5. Perfect. The second one now is talking about distance. Do you see how it's in the distance column? So we're not going to look here on the x-axis. This time we're going to look on the y-axis. We have a 10. We're going to follow that over to our line and straight down. And we notice that it takes 2 seconds. Now this last row, there's no information. So do you see this green little bullseye up here? we are going to be finding the data for this point here. So time in seconds, remember that is our x-axis, which means we go over to 5. And once we go over 5, then we go up to 25. So over 5 on the x-axis and up to 25. At that point, down here, we now know that the truck travels 25 meters in 5 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and do the next one. So this is the same type of situation. We have our graph here, we have our chart, and we have our statements that we need to fill in. So what we have is we have our x-axis that is time in seconds. We're counting by ones. We have our y-axis that is distance in meters, and we are counting by threes. When our time is at 2 seconds, first we need to decide, is this the x-axis or is this the y-axis? Hopefully you are noticing that this is the x-axis, which is down here. So at 2 seconds, we need to go up, 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 up to 6 meters. So my distance is 6. Next, we now have 12 meters. So now we go up on the y-axis, up to 12, over, 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 and now we go straight down. We notice that we are at 4 seconds. Remember, this last row is for our bullseye up here that's green. We need to look at our x-axis first. So we go over 6 seconds, and then we go up 18 seconds. Now remember, you should be copying all of this into your workbook. So please make sure you are doing that. The sentence is on the bottom. The bus travels 6 meters in 2 seconds. How did I get that? Right here. The bus travels 12 meters in 4 seconds. And then finally, the bus travels, in our last row here, we have 6 meters. Oh, geez, that's a terrible 6. That's embarrassing. Sorry, let me do that again. That was awful. All right, let's try that again. We have 6 meters in 18 seconds. All right, so hopefully you get that all copied into your workbook. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. Everything should be copied in today. All right, now we are at page 29. Your job here now is to complete page 29. Now, hopefully you're noticing there's 4 separate problems here and your exit ticket. Your exit ticket says to find the error in the table and fix the math. So you're going to find a mistake. There's some mistake here. You're going to cross off where the mistake or mistakes are and write the correct answer. Once you finish this, please make sure you get to digital time so you get the right number of minutes for the week. Have a good one.